Let's talk about what appraisal is in the context of property insurance claims. Everyone knows the phrase appraisal as it relates to going and figuring out how much a house is worth, but that's not what we're talking about here. Appraisal is a special term that is used in property insurance claims to figure out what the amount of the loss is. Appraisal exists in most homeowners insurance policies and also exists in all fire policies in Louisiana. The insurance company hires an appraiser, then you have to hire an appraiser at your own cost. Those two appraisers will try to work together to settle your claim. At the end of the day, if they can't settle your claim, then you have to either go to court or the two appraisers have to agree on a third person. This third person is called an umpire, and this umpire will write their own award, and then either appraiser can agree with the umpire. What this does is this does what we call fix the amount of your loss. This means once appraisal is done, you can't go back and argue that you should have been given more money for drywall, or that you needed more money for this refrigerator or that refrigerator. This means that ultimately you only get this one bite at the apple if you go to appraisal. Some insurance companies will trigger the appraisal provision themselves. You have to be very careful here because you have a duty to cooperate. And if they properly trigger appraisal, you might need to go hire your own appraiser at your own cost. This can be expensive, it can be time consuming, and it can ultimately limit the amount of your claim. On the other hand, if you refuse to move to appraisal and you don't have a good basis to do so, the insurance company might use that to deny your claim. At the end of the day, this sounds tricky, but the good news is Louisiana law is actually really helpful with whether you have to move to appraisal or not. For instance, courts have held that if an insurance company waits too long after knowing that you disagreed with what they paid you, they can't move to appraisal. Now, I wouldn't suggest making this statement to your insurance company without having an attorney on board to make sure that the case law matches up with your situation, but the point is you don't always have to move to appraisal just because the insurance company wants you to. Some homeowners that are recent victims of fires especially will get calls from people who will say, hey, I'm an appraiser and I want to help you with your claim. Again, you need to keep in mind that if you enter into appraisal, that will be the final say on what the amount of the loss is. There will be no jury or no judge later to decide if you were paid enough. That's one of your biggest problems with appraisal. At the end of the day, if you're thinking about moving to appraisal or the insurance company has triggered appraisal, it makes a lot of sense before you start spending a bunch of money on appraisers to sit down with an attorney and figure out if you're even required to move to appraisal. In fact, some law offices, such as ours, even have lawyers that will also serve as your appraiser, so we can help you on both fronts, so you don't have to spend extra money on an appraiser at the same time that you hire a lawyer.